Hello and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity 2. So, we have a couple of quests now. We have to go to Fort Deadlight and, well, hopefully find Captain Benwath, who was the person who attacked us at the start of the game, and we will get some vengeance. We'll see how that goes. And then we also need to reach the city of Nekotaka. We're going to go to Nekotaka first. Also, we just finished these two quests. But we're going to go to Nekotaka first because we need to get a sail from the black market of the Principia, or Principia, or whatever it is, and then basically that will allow us to sail in here. The Principia, however you say that. Anyway, that's where we're going. We're also setting sail for the first time. We're going to leave by sea. It only takes us 3 minutes to leave by sea. 30 minutes to walk across the town. 3 minutes to just leave. Okay. Where do we want to go? Let's have a look here. Oh, wow, we got a full map. So Nekotaka is up there. Fort Deadlight is a little bit closer. Well, let's head north. And let's try and stay inland mostly. So that's a merchant. Yeah, we can avoid being attacking the merchant. Got a little port here. Oh, I need to head around this way. Okay. I'm getting some serious, I don't know if you play it, Sid Meier's Pirate vibes from this. You know, the sailing his ship around. Not quite as complicated to sail, but oh, still nice. Ooh, more fresh fruit. And some water. Nice. We had to pay our daily wages. Oh no! I spent all of our money on crash. Sea navigations. We can go to known locations. Okay. That's fine. I just want to sail north. The Poirot? You're sailing past a reef when Venezia shouts out, pointing to port. Venezia is my novice cannoneer, an ocean folk old Valian academic. Okay, that's fine. There lists a ship stranded in the middle, perched on a narrow shoal. It tips and rolls with the passing waves. Hanging from its mast is a blue flag showing an image of a crescent moon sinking beneath the waves. So that's an Andra flag? Your crew gathers round, murmuring in low, excited voices. Aura the Mad rushes to the railing. Captain, that's a gift-bearer ship. Told you, Andra ship. No telling what sort of treasures it's got. Aura the Mad is an island Amua again. She's malicious. Okay. Irina snorts. Gift-bearers carry sentimental junk, worthless stuff. No, that's a smuggler ship. It's a classic disguise. Irina being a fearless novice cook. Okay, he was injured with a cracked bone for 6 days. Eld Engram spits into the water. It's a fucking stupid one. Gift-bearers only visit landlocked settlements, and that's a trap. Alright, so that's Deerwood Drunken Religious. Okay. Tell me more about the gift-bearers, Irina. Irina fixes a pensive frown on the wreck. No offense, Captain, but the servants of Andra collect things people want to be forgotten and consign them to the sea. Anything gift-bearers might be carrying would be stuff nobody wants. Okay. Anybody got any thoughts? Let's ask our religious one. Last Soti. My sickle cuts through smugglers just as easy as any kith. Easier, maybe. She licks her bottom lip. Zoti studies the seemingly stranded vessel. Seraphin snickers quietly. Oh, we need to look at how his, yeah, we need to look at how his, what's it called? Traits are. See what kind of people he likes. Let's ask more people for thoughts. Edier? Shake of his head, Edier frowns and says nothing. Okay. Aloth, anything to add? Aloth rubs his chin. I've heard rumours that some gift-bearers operate as smugglers on the side. I suppose it's possible they're carrying something of value. Alright, Seraphin? Ain't a trap, Captain. Ship be too smashed to shit for that. Might be too smashed to shit for salvage, too. Seraphin scratches the back of his head as he peers at the vessel. Do we have a spyglass? Let's use it. We do not have a spyglass. Okay, prepare a skiff. We'll have to row out and climb the hull. You row the skiff above the reefs, the waves tossing it, the bottom of the small boat occasionally scraping across the jagged structure below. You tie off on the snag of coral next to the wreck. The water is rough and the hull slick with brine, but you're able to find purchase beneath the shifting planks. Let's climb up. You pull yourself up using bent planks and barnacles for holds. You've almost reached the main deck when a wave slams against the ship. You hear a crash from somewhere below as the vessel rocks. Your legs slip out from under you and your fingers dig into wet lumber. Your grip holds. Once the ship settles, you resume your climb and make it to the safety of the deck. Luckily, we were able to use our party assist there, because we're pretty much bad. Yeah, okay, we're just awful. Alright, we needed to hit 4, but we did hit it. I think. Yeah. Okay, that was lucky. The ship is deserted. You don't even find corpses. If the ship had a skiff, it's missing 2. Search for salvage. You find several crates of supplies and several more of assorted odds and ends, handkerchiefs, bead jewellery, cracked scrimshaw, and a child's doll. Alright. You think back to Arena's comments and wonder if this might be the smuggler's vessel after all. Well, we're streetwise and we're perceptive. Let's see if we can find any evidence of smugglers. Oh yeah, we're doing it. But then you notice scuff marks along the deck. As if the box of junk had been moved repeatedly over the same spot, you slide it aside and find a trapdoor underneath. Within rests a small chest brimming with gold skellings. Oh, fantastic. 23. Among the coins rests a small figurine of an imp, of all things. You got the laughing imp cameo. Once per rest, we can summon 2 brine imps. Interesting. You load your find onto the skiff and row back to your ship. 99 experience. Fantastic. And we have a little bit more money, so we can actually afford to be around. Excuse me? Oh, they're not coming for me. Fine, we want to head north, so I guess we want to just keep going north for just now.
The ring of a bell comes to you on a cold wind. The ring comes again and again, until soon the air is full with the sound of 1,000 bells ringing all at once. You feel a resonance in your core, a bell ringing in tune with all the others. Something in you bends, then breaks, and you are borne away on the ringing tide, just another peal among the many. The tide of bells recedes. You lever yourself up onto your knees and realize you have been here before. You stand in Bareth's realm. You are alone. And then, you are not.
Oh wow, these are multiple gods. So, let's go from left to right. I see. Let's go from right to left. So this is Hela, goddess birds and song and all that. Andra, Berath. Not sure. Forgotten who that one is. This one, it might be the other half of Berath, but it might also be, what's the name? It's like, it starts with SK? Skarn or something like that? We'll see. We'll see.
An indistinct figure stands before you, flickering between forms like a fire-cast shadow. A fixed, taunting grin. Bottomless black eyes. A yawning chasm in the earth. The aspects of Bereth, the Usher and the Pallid Knight, shift in and out of focus. And at their back, 4 indistinct shades hover. You feel an eternity stretch out behind each of them, reaching back to places so distant and yet so near you cannot comprehend their size. The shifting image of Bereth settles on the aspect of the Pallid Knight.
Watcher.
She intones. Her voice is the discordant clangor of gongs struck out of time.
I tasked you to discover Aethys's intentions. Tell me what you have learned.
Okay. Well, let's tell her. He's draining souls from veins of luminous Adra.
The Pallid Knight knits her brows.
He does not seek to return to the beyond? Intriguing.
Her sickly pale skin pulls tight across the bones of her face, as if the shell of this aspect does not quite fit the impossible creature it contains. The figure nearest Berith dissolves and reforms in the image of a thin-lipped ancient crone whose face has felt the melting kiss of fire. The goddess Wodaka strides forward.
Oh, that's why I don't recognize her. Wodaka was the goddess who was behind all the plotting in the first game.
Does Aethys frighten you, Berith? He should. Magran subdued Aethys' influence once before, and yet he returned.
From out of Wodaka's shadow shuffles a hunched, bald man you recognize as the god Scan. His skin is mapped with swollen lash scars, and breath whistles through the ragged hole in his face where his nose once was.
You gotta admit, that wasn't too bad. 4 out of 5. Scarn, close enough. I believe that this was a god who was slightly evil, let's say?
He does not speak, but stares up at Wodaka, with naked loathing plain on his ruined face. Wodaka steeples her long, knob-jointed fingers.
We must annihilate Aethys now, before he makes a rash decision we cannot easily annul.
She casts a sly look at the pallid knight from the corners of her eyes.
A moon would do the job nicely.
Wodaka says, and grins.
Let's see. Given her relationship with the moon, I doubt Andra would approve of that plan. Maybe, yeah. We'd say we need that. Appropriate. We're not gonna agree with Wodaka. Actually, let's confront her. You would destroy Eora for what? Spite?
Wodaka stares at you down her long nose.
I would destroy it all in the blink of your wide eye if I believed it would benefit me. Empires can be rebuilt. Souls can be reforged. Do not forget it.
The figure beside the aspect of Berith flows forward in a swirling cloud of ash. The ash falls to the tiles and reveals a molten-skinned woman, leaning on a monstrous, wicked-edged broadsword. Magran's glowing lips curl in disdain.
We must find a solution to the problem of Aethys that is neither do nothing, nor destroy the world. I acted in haste during the Saints' War. You will not goad me into doing the same now. To move against him while his plans are unknown would be the height of foolishness. We must find wisdom in precaution.
Magran says.
Okay. So, what do you suggest?
Magran looks at you as one might a wayward gob of spit on one's shoe.
It is no business of yours what the gods decide.
Another of the silent figures steps forward, and the warm, golden light of a summer's afternoon spills across your face.
Let's all take a deep, calming breath. Perhaps cooler heads will prevail.
Behind Helia's words, you hear the soft coo of doves.
Aethys has been separated from us for too long. Isn't it possible he intends only to gather enough souls to reclaim his realm in the beyond? He should be welcomed.
You look up then into avian eyes. Through them, you see clouds of starlings converge and divide.
What if he intends to betray you?
Helia puts a feathered hand to her chest.
He wouldn't. Betrayal is not in his nature.
Scan shuffles forward.
Yes. We should welcome Aethys' return to the fold. His gratitude we can leverage to cajole him into divulging his plot. Then, when he believes himself to be in our good graces, we do as Wodaka suggests, and crush him into the earth.
I was telling you, Skane's not the nicest of gods.
Scan pauses, inspecting you.
Ooh, a Witcher not a Witcher, a Paler's one choice, slip of the tongue. Oh, yeah, I hope he's not going to remember the bit where we destroyed his temple, or the bit where we didn't join his side, or many of the many other things that we did to annoy Skane.
Ah, and here is the Watcher who killed Lord Harren, the man who tormented his dear niece. Ollie's. Curious.
Scan licks the ragged edge of his lipless mouth and grins, then turns to Helia.
I did not expect such a deliciously ruthless idea from you, Helia. I am impressed.
Helia's feathered crest stands on end.
You wretched little creature.
Let's try and persuade them not to destroy Aethys.
Your point is well made, little watcher. If self-evident, Aethys has not been known to possess a vindictive nature. Indeed, he has occasionally been magnanimous to a fault.
Magrin says.
However, if we push him to the brink of reason, there is no telling what he may do. He is, as ever, unpredictable.
Something akin to fondness creeps into her voice.
I'm going to say nothing to that one.
The Pallid Knight gestures for silence.
Aethys cannot be killed, but he may be subdued. Yet to do so will take immense power and time.
She says.
Both stand in his favor.
Okay.
Magrin grits her black glass teeth.
That is why we must ascertain his plans before he has the chance to put them into motion.
She begins to pace. Her steps leave little trails of fire in her wake. Magrin stops and balls her hands into flaming fists.
Even if we manage to destroy his current form, there is the possibility he could return, if he has not already absorbed all of his children.
Can you explain that one? Absorbed his children? Don't really understand it.
The Pallid Knight casts a cold, cutting glare in Magrin's direction.
Magrin speaks too freely. That knowledge is beyond your ken, Watcher.
Wotica waves the gods to silence.
Aethys gathers strength. His strength is a threat to us.
Her voice takes on a sharp, almost panicked edge.
There is no sensible answer to the question of a resurgent Aethys other than decisive, final action.
Let's just disagree. There's no cause to act now.
Your opinion is unasked for, but noted. We will act when it is appropriate to do so, and not before.
The Pallid Knight steps away from the half-circle of assembled gods. She pulls herself up to a great height. The words she speaks next come not from her mouth, but from all around you.
Follow him, Watcher.
The black of the Pallid Knight's irises expand until her eyes are as dark and cold as the void between stars. She bends down and brings her ghostly face level with your own.
Your debt to me remains unpaid.
Well, say nothing. It's disagreement, but it's not calling her out.
She stares at you, unblinking. Like a needle drawn to a magnet, you are pulled toward her one compulsory step at a time. Helpless to resist, you tumble into her impossible eyes. You fall wildly, endlessly, unable to find your bearings or slow your spin. And in the distance, above, no, behind you, comes an insistent ringing. You angle yourself toward it, searching for the sound. A small silver bell appears just inches from your fingertips. You reach for it, straining to still its interminable ringing. The moment you touch it, your soul slams into your body with all the force of a fall from the top of the sky. You blink open your eyes and find yourself on the floor of your ship's cabin, alone.
All right. Well, that was definitely interesting. I don't really know what to say about that one. Yeah, so the gods are having disagreements. Wodika's back into the fold, and well, sounds like generally most of them want to destroy Aethys in one way or another. Well, we're gonna have to put a stop to that, because that causes bad things to happen. Anyway, we also get to explore our cabin. So we got a letter from Offra. What? Who is Offra and why is she sending us letters? Alexa, I hope this letter finds you in good health. It's been many summers now since you first arrived in Gilded Vale. Much has changed in those years, but I'll never forget the kindness you showed me. The gods have blessed me with a son. He is healthy and strong, and already so curious, all of Gilded Vale dotes upon him. I have told him of you. He constantly asks after the Watcher who restored his spirit, and hopes one day to meet you. Until then, know that we keep you in our prayers. Your most grateful servant, Offra. I think Offra was maybe the sister of the person you meet at the start of Pillars 1 who you help in Gilded Vale. I'm not 100% sure though. Okay. Interesting.
I got this.
What else have we got? Fragments of the Whispers of Yenwood and fragment of the Blades of the Endless Path.
I got this.
And a cloak, which is an orange cape. Okay, so what are these? Despite being utterly destroyed with the devastation of Caed Nua, the sword, known as the Whispers of Yenwood, has once again found its way into the possession of the keep's road warden, albeit in pieces. It would take a smith of some talent to reforge the weapon. Okay. And then we got the fragments of the Blade of the Path of the Endless. The mythic blade of the catacombs of Caed Nua was destroyed when Aethys emerged from beneath the keep. The shards are no longer of use to anyone unless they could be reforged. Interesting. Right. Oh no, it's just a place where we can chat to people. Oh, I like it. Hello.
I'm glad to see you in good health, my lord.
So yes, I know who you are, but we're going to ask it anyway.
I was the steward of your keep at Caed Nua, my lord. Long before your time, I had my soul bound to a throne of Ardraban. And for nearly 200 years, I felt Caed Nua and the comings and goings within it like an extension of myself. It is a strange connection to lose. Still, it would be unseemly for me to complain of loss to you, my lord.
Okay, so how did I get a ship in the first place?
With Caed Nua in ruins, there was little purpose in waxing sentimental over the rubble. I was able to salvage enough of your treasure and wealth to afford the purchase of the Defiant and the hire of a small crew.
The Defiant is the ship purchased for last Caed Nua's riches? Yeah, okay.
Unfortunately, that consumed the remainder of your once considerable assets. Under the circumstances, I hoped you would not object.
Okay, what should I do next?
I suggest we proceed to Nekotaka, my lord. It is the largest city in Deadfire, and we shall be better able to get our bearings there.
Okay. Can we speak to the randoms? No. Loti?
With every soul, my lantern's getting heavier and heavier in my hand.
Had any recent nightmares?
They're there in my head when I sleep. And sometimes I can taste them on the back of my tongue like a smear of grit. Happens when I take in a particularly volatile soul.
What are you gonna do?
Go madder than I already am? I don't rightly know. It's not like I can turn my back on my duty to my god, even if it kills me.
Aloth hums approvingly, even though we don't know where he is.
Tell me what's on your mind. I'm glad we talked.
Alright, Alright, there he is. Old Engram's a proper person, aren't they? Some of these are just randoms. Yeah. Okay, nope. Aloth, anything?
Thank you again for maintaining my story in front of Vanessa and the others.
He gives you a grateful smile that fades almost as quickly as it appears.
I didn't enjoy deceiving them, but it seemed simpler than the alternative.
Zoti puffs out a heated breath. So she doesn't like that. Ooh, where do we even go? With this. Simpler than explain your involvement with the leaden key. Keeping up a lie is never simple. Let's say simpler than in explaining your involvement with leaden key, because hopefully that will remind me. I think I remember the involvement he had with leaden key, but I want to know the full story again.
I hoped you'd understand.
He nods. Zoti puffs out a heated breath again.
Believe me, I take no pleasure in duplicity.
Remind me, how do we know each other? No. What exactly are you doing out here?
After we parted, I set out to destroy the leaden key.
Edier is very pleased.
It's controlled us for too long. I wanted to free Kith from it. So for 5 years I've been tracking down leaden key circles, searching for the places where they operate in secret.
He knits his brow and Zoti's eyes gleam with a dark amusement.
Trying to undo them.
Okay. So, might as well start with the ones operating crystal waters and sandy beaches? Or, how are we going to go for it? Let's just ask him how it's been going.
The task has been more difficult than I anticipated.
How so?
I don't think I fully understood the weight of the decisions I would have to make, or the burden of living with them. It was much easier when I only had to follow someone else's lead. My father's, Theos's, yours.
He glances at you out of the corner of his eye. Okay. Yeah, what do you mean?
After we defeated Theos, I thought the hard part of undoing his work would be tracking down the Leaden Key's members and operations.
But?
Perhaps this would be easier with an example. I went to a village in Old Valia, a run-down backwater of a place. Aye, right home like it was.
A lost expression shifts as Ezilmir briefly emerges. Ezilmir, a past iteration of a lost Orficer's soul. Ezilmir was brash, hill-speaking elven woman who lived in Edir long ago. She awakened in a lost soul after his father attacked him, and frequently got him into trouble with her cheeky comments and aggressive behavior.
Centuries ago, the Leaden Key had intervened to end some heretical cult. The details were lost, but what had endured was a practice of ritual bloodletting. A gruesome, pointless tradition.
He grimaces.
At every full moon, the villagers would feed the soil with their blood. No one, young or old, sick or hale, was exempt.
Okay, and you help them, right?
That's where it gets complicated.
He frowns at his interlaced fingers.
The village priest administered the practice. Grim old fellow. Reminded me of Theos.
He raises an eyebrow at you.
Wicked old bunbag, 'tis what the lad means.
He was a tyrant. I was certain that if the villagers were free of his influence, they'd be free from the bloodletting too. So I arranged for him to have an accident.
He gives you a sly look. Irked, Zoti runs her tongue over her teeth. Oh, she is not happy at Aloft today. And then...
The old man died, and the villagers were terrified. They were convinced his death was an ill omen. They blamed it, and every other mishap that befell them, on their lack of faith. So they began bloodletting every week, turning on their neighbors for giving too little.
His lips twist as if the words themselves have a bitter taste.
Instead of a handful dying each year, a few perished every week.
He's worked the edge of his sash into a tight knot. He clenches it between pale, rigid fingers. And now you feel responsible. Let's not judge him.
I had to do something, didn't I?
He turns to you with wide, anguished eyes. He pauses again, untwisting the sash at his lap.
I keep wondering what I might have done differently, or how I could have known better.
Let's just try and get him to move on. Learning from mistakes like this is a good start.
I suppose so. I should get some rest. It's been a long day, and you've given me a lot to think about.
Wait, you still haven't told me what the animancers have to do with any of this.
Ah, that.
He massages his temples.
I'm looking for an old Leaden Key sect. I've found several references, but...
He breaks off, shaking his head.
I want to be sure. Please, let me go over my notes again. Then I promise I'll tell you everything.
If we had enough insight, we could just say, we could just go straight through them, but that's fine. Talk more later. Okay. Edir, anything to add?
I got time.
Nope. Okay. What I do want to do is, can we... Oh, no, we're not in a party, so I can't check that, like, their reputation stuff. Okay, let's head up to the deck, maybe speak to Seraphim, and then get going again? Embark. Okay. On deck of your ship, you can press that to go to the world map. Thank you. Oh, can we speak to this guy again? Nope. He is still alive, though, which is nice. Right. Hello.
Not to be telling you your business, Cap, but if we don't set sail for Deadlight, Benworth will finish his repairs and pull anchor.
Alright.
Later.
See ya. See ya. Right. We're heading all the way up to Nekahara. Nekotaka? Anyway. What's that? That's a Valian trading company ship. Okay, we're not gonna do any problems with them. We hear a howling gorge, cavern of Zur Tuk Tuk. That sounds awesome. Oh, were we just attacked? Chitupik points to a dark spot in the distance. Captain, a vessel approaches. You squint to the horizon and see unfamiliar colors snapping in the breeze. Okay, there's a dhow, and it's the Scuttler. It has more guns than us. It has less hull health, though. Sail health is also less, and less crew. Okay, so we're bigger than them. That's fine. The ship draws near and its crew throws open the gun ports. Let's enter combat. Advance! Okay, the Defiant beats to the windward, attacking between port and starboard with all appropriate speed. Your ship is faster and your crew better prepared. You secure the wind gauge before the Scuttler's crew has the opportunity to come about and claim it for themselves. Okay. I don't really know what these all mean, but that's fine. So we're facing their ship at that angle. So we want to go turn to port, I think. Yeah. Turn to... Well, what side are our guns on? Let's turn to starboard, then we're going the same direction. The Defiant executes a smooth turn to starboard. The enemy crew scurry to their positions in preparation for maneuvers. The opposing ship lets out its sails and moves with the full force of the wind at its back. Okay. Our course of action. How do we shoot? Or is this just like the maneuver phase? Let's also go full speed ahead. Titupek and Little Luca clamber up the main mast and unfurl the remaining sails. The sails billow out and catch the wind in full. The Defiant leaps forward. The enemy crew scurry to their stations in preparation for maneuvers. They do it again. They hear the shouts of the enemy ship's boatswain over the sound of the water, ordering the crew to their stations. Sailors climb the rigging like spiders and let loose the sails. Course of action. I want to shoot. What happens if I say report to? Oh, alright. That might be how I shoot. We got cannoneer here. Report to port cabin. Or can I... Do I have to choose somebody who's doing nothing, or... Deck. How do I... Oh, wait, I only have cannons on that side. I only have cannons on the wrong side of the ship. Wait, how do I shoot then? I never changed my sails. I guess I should have changed my sails. Wait. How do I put people on... like cannon duty, or are they already on cannon? It's not very clear. I'm just gonna say that. Alright, cancel whatever that was. Full speed ahead. We'll do that again. The enemy crew are also maneuvering. They let out full speed ahead. Okay. We got the wind gauge, which I guess means we got initiative or something. I don't really know what we're doing. So how about we turn to... Maybe we're too far away. Maybe that's our issue. If I go report to... Yeah, we're too far away for cannons. That's why we can't cannon. Okay, turn to port and then we go closer. Yeah. The enemy crew are now going full speed ahead. Now we're going to go full speed ahead. We're now close enough that we could shoot. I see. They're going full speed ahead. We're going to go full speed ahead again. Nice. And they're also going full speed ahead. Okay. Now we are going to turn to starboard. Now we can shoot, I think. They're going full speed ahead. We shoot. We still on the wrong side. We're still kind of on the wrong side. You know what? New plan. Turn to port. As I can't figure out how to shoot, I'm just going to ram them. That was the wrong move. Yes. Full speed ahead. Right. That's fine. Your ship is faster and better prepared. Yes. Full speed ahead. We're closing in. Full speed ahead. New plan appears to be working. Full speed ahead. Right. Your opponent's ship comes about with all possible haste. Though the opposing crew is fleet of foot, the Scuttler's size still takes time. Oh, they're going first. They've turned to face us. Prepare to board, I think, because I can't figure out how to shoot. Rousing cry, your crew throws grappling hooks and boarding planks across the gap between the two ships. They stream onto the enemy's deck, weapons at the ready. The stunned enemy crew rally and meet your sailors with the resounding boom of gunfire and clang of steel on steel. Okay, I think the problem was we had guns at the wrong side, so I couldn't physically shoot from the side I was looking at. Anyway, new plan. We're just going to attack them and win. Said there were only 4 members on the enemy ship, and that appears to be more than 4. Yeah, this is a Principe ship. Okay. Let's figure out what we want to do. We're using our bow. Let's shoot across. Servant, you should be on weapon set 2. Yeah, you shoot that one. Although we could use your cipher ability. Let's maybe use your cipher ability on Zot. Well, actually, can we use your charm ability? Try and take that fighter. Zoti, run up. Edier, run up. Aloft. Fireball. Oh. Aloft. Move a little bit closer. Go, 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 go. That's not good. That's really not good. We're dead. We're actually dead already. What the hell? How are we dead already? This seems bad. A lot? Anything that you can do here? You don't have escape or anything. Okay, charm that man. Edier? I don't even, like, knock him over.
This is futile!
Explosion.
Aloft, back off, back off. Fuzzball's dead. Empower. Fireball. Hit him. Yeah. Hit him.
Checked out.
You're
not even close.
That did a little bit of work there. Okay. Zoti. Holy Radiance for the heal. Okay. Well, now we've done that. Necrotic Lance. Still the one who's about to go attack.
Confound it! Had you
got knocked over. Oh no. Well, that's the end of a loft. Knock him down. Zoti. Anything. Pillar of Faith, maybe, but use your sickle on the sailor.
Rebirth awaits me.
Another down. Heal. Okay, Edier. Get the pistoler in combat.
Please,
Bones.
pray
Shorty's
for me.
done for.
And then switch yourself into the one that gives you more defense. Heal. in his toe. We got destroyed. My god.
Take that.
Edier, you're a monster. On you go, Venezia. Oh, Edier's back. Oh no. He's already dead. Venezia, okay, load. Alright, so how, those are 6 minutes apart? It seems reasonable. Wait, so that's above deck. So this is still while we're on the sea, right? Yeah. Yeah. Let's try that again, except this time, we're not gonna die. Alright, so I was like, Howling Gorge, we're not gonna stop there. Head north. Yeah, okay. We're coming for you. Right. A vessel approaches. Enter combat. Okay, full speed ahead. Getting closer. Full speed ahead. Get closer again. Full speed ahead. Okay, we got initiative again. Let's go full speed ahead. Now we're going to turn to starboard. No, turn to port. That way our guns are pointed at them. Can we now shoot? Fire starboard cannons. Yes. Do chain shot, or we can do grape shot. We want the one that probably just want cannonballs, I think. Yeah, because they have a weak hull. Yeah, and I want both cannons to shoot. Fire. As the ship crests over the peak of a wave, your cannoneers fire a deafening volley at the opposing ship. Eld Ingram fires one of them and hits and does 7, and Vanessa fires the other one, does 7. Okay, we've done a lot of hull damage. Okay. Enemy crews scurry to their positions. They're now doing a spin around, so they're trying to lower hit chance. They've come back with all haste, that's fine. We're going to reload at the end. Okay. Gonna go half sail. That's fine. They've fired cannons at us. Miss. Nice. Okay. Well, we're just gonna go half sail again. They've turned to starboard. Okay, so lowering the chance to hit. That's alright. Fire the starboard cannons. Again. Okay. Might both miss. 9 damage to their hull. So we've destroyed their hull. Seawater pours into the hulls of the Scuttler's hull. In moments, the ship is half submerged. An explosion in the hold rends the ship apart. A cloud of thick black smoke balloons into the sky, and the wind carries it sent to you. Gunpowder. Before you can blink, the bulk of the ship disappears below the waves. All that remains are the main mast and its tattered sails, upright in the final salute before they too are taken by the sea. Alright, we've done it. The sailor experience. So completing encounters and defeating enemy captains at sea earns sailor experience for the crew and captain. Acquiring sailor experience will increase the ranks of many of the crew members' current jobs. Crew members can only increase ranks in jobs they at least have 1 rank in. The captain always advances their captain rank. Okay, so we've got morale. I gained a rank. We got some crew experience. We got the Triumph of Beggar Wifruth, which is like some kind of, I think that's like a trophy basically. We got some money. Hagfish, so we got all their foods. We got their axes, their swords. Yeah, okay. So do I just need to click on all of it, or do I just get it? Or, oh wait, or... Oh, take all and continue. That's what I wanted to do. Alright. We beat another ship. That's nice. Quick save? Yes. That's fine. We're heading north. Across the open sea. That's fine. We'll follow this ship in. What have we got here? Another unaffiliated merchant vessel. Okay, then we can head into Nekotaka. Okay. Whew. So, ship combat's interesting. I think that must have been like a tutorial one, but still. Alright. And we're here. We got another blessing gained. I don't know what the blessings are, but okay, we've gained it. Nekotaka. Deep Spring. Bomb Prima. 28. 23. There we are. Oh, are we going to be confronted immediately? Looks like it. As you walk down the dock, your approach is noted by a cadre of heavily armed Amoa. The leader briskly leads them to intercept you. The harbour master looks you up and down with pursed lips. He looks past you towards your ship.
You're far from home, farmer. How did you make it all this way in your little boat?
The Amawa cranes her thick neck to look along the hull of your ship. Her expression conveys equal portions of incredulity and pity.
Why do we gotta be farmers just because we're from Deerwood?
Are you a farmer?
Yeah, but you can't just assume. We got rabble-rousers too.
Her attention returns to you. The Amawa's mood becomes more formal.
I'm the harbor master, Kauha. I must ask your reason for docking in Nekotaka.
Oh, if we're from the Deadfire archipelago, we could say, like, we'd have an obvious reason. Okay. Not gonna lie. Do I need a reason? Barth has tasked me with finding Aethys. Nope. I'm following a giant made of Adra. Let's say we're following a giant made of Adra and see if that gives us anything. The harbour master chuckles to herself, as do the women and the men behind her.
Yeah, you do need to see someone, truly. I think it's the animancers and the spire you're looking for. To help with your head.
She taps her forehead 3 times and casts a glance back to her companions. The assembled guards roar with laughter and clap the harbour master on the back for her joke. Deep within you, you feel an uncomfortable rolling. You can't be certain if the sensation is physical or spiritual, but immediately induces nausea and fills your ears with the sound of blood rushing through your head. Cutting through the din, you hear a familiar woman's voice speak. Each word comes slowly, falling with what sounds like the chiming of a small bell. Now, is that Berath, or is grieving mother nearby? The companion from the first game? She had a bell thing going on as well.
Show them.
Never mind, it's Berath.
Show them what you are.
No. Concentrate on folding the edge of the in-between. I'm kind of interested in what that means, so I'm going to click it. You close your eyes and turn your mind inward, blocking out the sounds of the harbour and menacing packs of the guards. Soon, all you can hear is the rushing of blood in your head, and muffled chime rings somewhere far away.
Yes. Yes. That's it.
What's the matter with you? What are you doing? If you're trying to scare us with some cipher mischief, save the purple flames for the tribes of the Outer Islands.
The roar in your head begins to abate. The ring of the chime becomes clearer, rhythmic. 2 successive peals, followed by a brief respite. You realize the chime is ringing in tandem with your heartbeat. You open your eyes. The harbour master is gesturing wildly, presumably to get your attention and yelling in your face. You hear no words, only the ringing of the chime as your heart rate slows and slows and slows and slows.
Now.
What? What is this?
Run for it!
What did we do?
You got style, Cap. Worm-riddled, ship-sinking, flat-fucking, freaky style.
Yeah, it's a good way to introduce yourself to the city. Hello, we're here and I can summon ghosts. we have a level up. And he's going to learn about bluffing and stealthing. And then we get another cipher ability. Oh, wow. So we get 2 abilities at this level. Anything we want here? Probably not. Oh, cyclic backlash. Whenever invokes the retaliatory strike, stunning an enemy whenever they target a cipher's will defense. I like it. And then combat focus, gain concentrate. I think the retaliatory strike sounds useful. Destroys the target's psychic defenses, leaving them dominated by the cipher for a duration. Okay. Interesting. Kind of like a better charm. Violates an enemy's memories to make them hobbled and weakened. Ecto Psychic Echo. So it's a beam that goes between you and the foe. Oh, and an ally that hurts foes between. Not that useful. Pain Link. Mentally links an ally to those around them, forcing attackers to experience a portion of all damage the ally takes. Interesting. Could be useful on Eddie or perhaps. Soul Ignition. Ignites the area around an enemy's soul. It does 16 burn damage per 3 seconds for 15 seconds. So it does quite a lot of damage actually. Yeah. Okay. And then we've got Secret Horrors, which frightens and sickens. I think I'm going to take the one that ignites their soul and then the psychic backlash. And then that gives us a stun if they try and do anything to our cipher. And then this one gives us a lot of damage. Cool. Well, I am going to end the episode here. Thank you for watching. And next time, well, we're going to go face the consequences of our actions. See you then. Goodbye.